Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. This is the Universal Martial Art Code, part 18, point 18. The words spar and par are connected. Think mind, body, soul, and spirit. See, sparring isn't subjective like forms, which is not only subjective, but racist. And keep in mind that I even had to do this part again because racist white Jews and LGBT people and everyone rolling with them, think about and basically every race tries to cheat black people on this level and certain types of black people. And I'm the last one of them because they've screened them out and kept them from having mates and so on and so forth. Okay, I think Brad be rad versus be, righteous. Okay. The Republican Party, their color is red and they're more concerned with, or they're more associated with reproductive control and racial supremacy and so on and so forth. And the devil wears red and so on and so forth. So to have to kind of stop and explain to you, hey, I had to make this, part again because these people are so racist and immature. They know I'm going to say what I got to say. It's going to be communicated. People have the option to read annotations, but they still sink to the extreme level that reflects the poor genes, mind you, of wanting to make it harder for me to talk in person, in videos, what have you. Man, it doesn't help at all. And I'm far above being a part of any culture that sinks to that level. And since every culture on the planet but my own personal culture and my relationship with God has sunk to that level, I'm glad, I thank God Almighty, that I'm not in their cultures. Can you imagine that your culture is so disgraced that you won't stop doing pitiful and childish things to the top martial artist ever possible? And when he's making his martial code, even nobody sees it. God sees it. And God is important. The masses of the people aren't. That he has to bring up your childishness over and over again because you won't stop because you're some kind of sniveling racist nerd or frat boy or English royal. Can you imagine being that disgraced? There's a reason why the Hobgoblin and the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man movie are like frat guys. The real life version of, Mr. Fantastic and Spider-Man are like the frat guys who don't do anything because they're scared into submission by the Lex Luthor type of guys and the Doctor Doom type of frat guys. I mean, it is fucking pathetic. Thank God I'm not some English royal or some social club person or gentleman club person or fraternity person or Freemason. Man, their lives are wasted, 100% wasted. This is the Universal Martial Code, point number 18. The words spar and par are connected. Think mind, body, soul, and spirit. So sparring isn't some empty activity or some activity that's highly subjective like forms are. When you get to a point where people seem to be doing the form to the best of their body's ability, the form of their body seems to come in. Are you more shaped like an Asian or a capoeira, or this, or a Filipino for Filipino martial arts, a Japanese, right? That comes into play there. Are you more like them, right? That's subjective. It's racist to look at things that way, right? Who's more flexible? Who cares? Who's stronger? Who cares? But spar and par, rhyme and reason, strong and wrong, and thong. Because you're making the argument of strong, you may as well be flexing on stage in one of those Speedos looking like you're wearing a thong. So we see the words spar and par are connected. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. That goes far beyond mere skill sets for the Olympics, mere repetition of an activity. Okay? It really gets to the essence of a matter. And you can thank the governing class and the managerial class and the apathy, the apathetic nature, the indifference of the masses of people who follow a pathetic alpha instead of the Son of God. And when it all comes together, they all shunned me and made sure that martial arts ended instead of having the heart, the he-art, the life path. Not art as illusion, but art as in living, art as in doing, art as in doing the right thing. Art as in, the refined ability to actually accomplish something. The art of obeying God and not an illusion, not acting. A demon has also been, the word demon has also been defined as a skilled,